Welcome everyone to today's video where I'm finally going to start the new account. That's right, we're going to begin a whole new account, and if you've listened to my previous videos, you know that I'm going to be purchasing the Hyperdrive Bundle and just getting the account ready for after you guys vote on which one of the 3 paths I should take that I outlined in my Hyperdrive Bundle series. Those 3 paths are, of course, the sequel trilogy path, the prequel trilogy path, and the original trilogy path. Check out those videos if you're interested in finding out what those entail. And if you plan on purchasing the Hyperdrive Bundle and starting a new account for yourself, definitely check those videos out as well. Find the link to that poll in the description for this video, and enjoy. So let's bring on my beautiful face. Okay, it is time to go ahead and get this account set up. I went ahead and logged in. We will dive in, and I'm going to start from the very beginning. I guess go through the tutorial, see what the hell's going on there. And then once I get through to the actual part where I can buy the Hyperdrive Bundle, we'll buy it. We'll take a look at some of the things, and then we'll stop because I'm going to wait to find out what you want me to do as far as who to farm, which path that I've laid out for you that I should take, so on and so forth. So let's dive into it. Gamer ID, Clad Melody 24. Yeah, that sounds like me. That was not weird. Well, let me delete. Let's go ahead and go with Bootu. I don't even know how to spell it. Bootu Inc. Why not? Oh, can't have spaces. Cool. Let's see. We've got some sort of unicorn, a Viking, Pan, the goat god, except he's a werewolf. Some sort of military guy with a rose. What stands out to me? A Shiba Inu, some sort of otter in an underwater thing. Someone took a bite out of this burger, but they took a bite just out of the bun, so they didn't quite do it correctly. We've got Eminem here as an archer, sort of angry chicken, a phoenix, a ninja. Towel? I don't know what that is. A water bottle? What the hell is any of this stuff? Poison, alien in a jar, pirate. Okay, I'll go with the llama with glasses, or alpaca, depending on what it is. I forgot so much about this. I forgot we're actually just playing like a, I don't know, a hologram game. Oh no! That fat ass hut poked me out of the way. Why can we never, like, destroy him? That's what we need to do at some point. There need to be, like, whenever they do the end game, whenever it's Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker from Episode 6, they need to do that, and then once you get that character, you can murder that hut. That's exactly how it should be. Collect characters and ships from across the galaxy. Open up your wallet. You lead them in battle, upgrade them, and fight your way to the top. Oh yeah, you get like Farm Boy and Clone Wars Chewbacca. Is that right? Oh, sorry, Jedi Consular. Your first hero, it's a Jedi with the heal ability. You'll quit using him immediately. And Clone Sergeant, okay, I'm fine with that. Particularly if we decide to go the prequel route and use the clones, which I pretty much advocate using the clones no matter what, because of how good they are in the raids. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I forgot how unbearably long these are, because you also can't switch it to the 4 times, which I don't know if it's actually 4 times speed, but whatever. Oh boy, what a victory. Let's buy this thing. And I think this is where you get Farm Boy or Chewbacca. Yep, there we go. CWC. Another one you can promptly forget. And yeah, I get it. He's useful in a Padme squad if you don't have the rest of the characters for a Padme squad. Yeah, that's what you think. I'll show you. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I make sound effects because I often play with the sound off. So I will generally do them myself. So of course you've got the whack. Pew pew. And then I sometimes like to throw in some weird ones that don't make any sense, like Awooga. Okay, 2 out of 85. Almost there. Nope, okay, so the other ones they suggest, and I understand this is based on how many they unlock and how many shards you have, but I like that cup. Coruscant Underworld Police is number 1. Ewok Scout, First Order TIE Pilot. All right, that's a reasonably decent character. Soldier, good. And then we've got IG-86, Magma Trooper. Man, not great. Everyone loves Holdo, right? Like, look, the sequel trilogy wasn't my favorite, but let's not get all butthurt at Laura Dern. I think she did a fine job. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't want to do the tutorial. I'd rather get into it, so I'm going to go grab my credit card. When I get back, we'll purchase the Hyperdrive Bundle and go from there. Let's see what we have here. Have my credit card. Do you need the numbers? I can give you the PIN as well. I mean, whatever you want. I do not like dropping $100 on this game, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Ooh, it already has my info saved. And it's recording it. Great. I'll blur that out. Even though it's just the last 4 digits, who cares? Okay. No, I don't want to donate to poor people. Come on, I am poor people. You have received a Hyperdrive token. Unlock the Hyperdrive Bundle and make the jump to hyperspace. Your choices are accept or accept again. Boom. Cool. Oh, it even has a fancy little video here. A little 85. Boom. There it goes. 65 characters. If you watched part 1 of my Hyperdrive Bundle series, then you'll know what characters, ships, and resources that you'll unlock. And it's a lot. And it's a lot to go through. So watch that video, but keep in mind that I didn't cut any corners. It's all the information you need. Okay, we're unlocking everything. Guilds, championships, mod challenges, battles, cantina battles, challenges. Now, part of the beauty of me starting this when I'm starting it is I believe the Y-Wing is still available for unlocking via the Galactic Chase, which is where if you spend whatever the currency is involved with the Galactic Chase, you unlock shards of that character or ship or whatever it may be. And in this case, it's a ship. Welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You've joined an elite group of players. We want to thank you by gifting you some valuable rewards to help you in your journey. Please enjoy the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes dev team. I'm surprised this isn't bugged. Galactic War currency. We have ship credits, ally points. No, this is ally points. That's another currency. 2,000 crystals, fleet arena currency, actual currency, sim tickets, which you will never need again. If you're starting and you don't do the Hyperdrive Bundle, there will be a period of time where you might run out of them, but once you unlock fleets, you will never think about sim tickets again. Cantina currency, and then all the characters and everything else we went through in video part 1. First login of the month, get some credits. Not gonna do that, nope. Maybe later. I don't even have a Facebook anymore. I hate Facebook. Okay, so it's going to go through some of the tutorials. Fleet battles table. This is, of course, where you take care of fleet battles. If you're new to the game, I recommend checking all of these tutorials because there's a lot of stuff involved here. I'm not new to the game. I played for a little bit over 2 years, so I have an idea of what's going on, so I'm not going to do a lot of these tutorials. Yep, okay, so I have a few more days of being able to put some shards into the Y-Wing. Now, if we do end up deciding to go with a path that involves having the Rebel fleet, I think the Y-Wing is going to be very important. I haven't used it, it's brand new. I think it's been available to earn shards for 2 days, so I haven't even encountered it anywhere. But based on the abilities that it has and what we've seen, it looks like it's going to be a big deal. And with the other crewless ships that have been introduced to the game, including the prequel era Y-Wing and the Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid, particularly the tanks, the Hyena Bomber and both Y-Wings, they kind of make it a little bit easier to get involved with fleet and perhaps unlock some of those harder fleet nodes, because in the past you either had to have very specific setup. Like I know there's one battle where it's just TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter, and you need essentially a tank and Darth Maul's ship, the Scimitar, or Scimitar, I can never remember how to pronounce that, so that you do a lot of counterattacks. Otherwise, you won't get through it unless you have a like a meaty tank, so you need the Houndstooth for that. I don't think you necessarily have to have the Houndstooth for that now, and I do think you should get the Houndstooth because it's a very important ship, but it's a long farm. And if you can utilize one of these Y-Wings or Hyena Bombers instead as your tank, I think that will make your life a lot easier in unlocking Shock T, B-1 Battle Droid, whoever else is on those final fleet nodes. I know there's a couple of important characters on there, as well as being able to unlock some high-end gear, which I believe the G12 Plus pieces are on just the fleet nodes. Might have that backwards, but it's very important gear either way. Okay, let's look at our objectives here. We have quite a few unlocked. Daily activities, okay, those are unlocked. You'll do these every day, and these earn things like crystals, ally points, currency, all kinds of stuff. So it's definitely worth logging in every day to at least do that. Okay, achievements. Oh, yeah. So new accounts can get all sorts of achievements. You unlock a lot of Vader shards. I didn't think about this when I was doing the Hyperdrive Bundle guide, but I bet you get a ton of Vader shards via this. So you might even be able to take him to 6-star really quickly, which is good because you can't necessarily farm him like you would a lot of characters via nodes. He's only available via rewards, via certain achievements, and one of the, I think it's the Fleet Arena store. Either way, it's not the easiest farm in the world, though it does happen for everyone. Like if you play for any length of time, you'll have Darth Vader at 7 stars. Let's just claim all these. There's Vader and some Consular shards. We have Vader and Talia. Currency. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few Vader shards already. Ooh, some Omegas. That's good. More Omegas. Currency. Loads of currency, which is good. More characters I can take to level 85. Light side stuff. Oh man, I'm going to have so many Vader shards. This is going to be great. Even though I may not end up using Empire. You tell me what you want me to use and play with. Man, you get a lot of these right off the bat. I forgot how many there were, but I know early game you get quite a bit. Oh, okay, we must have hit our limit. So we have ship collection, there you go. Earn 5 million credits, that'll happen in no time. Open 10 data cards, we already have 7, we'll open more. Dark side ships, all kinds of this stuff. This happens constantly. Even when you get to the end of the game, I say end of the game, you'll still have quite a bit to go through. Oh, I didn't think about that too. So journey guide, it gives me the 50 shards to normally, which I would use to unlock him. But since I already have him at 5 stars, it's going to give them the actual shards to get up to 6 stars. So now instead of needing 185 shards, I only need 135 to get him to 7 star. And he's useful because he is used to unlock Commander Luke Skywalker, which is a great character that's a legendary character that will last you throughout the life of the game. Some of the legendaries kind of tail off a bit. Like Jedi Training Rey is fine, but she's nowhere near as useful as Commander Luke at the end part of the game. So that's a nice little addition. All right, let's take a look at the characters now. I'm not going to do that, but no. Okay, if it's with Consular, fine. So we can promote him. This is when you promote a character from whatever star to whatever star. Currently he's at 1 star. We're going to take him up to 2. It only costs 10,000 credits. That gets exponentially higher as you go along. They get more stats. You're able to use them in different game modes. If you play a raid, you have to have, depending on the star level of the raid, you have to have characters of that star level. It's a 5-star tank raid, you have to have 5-star characters. If it's a heroic raid version of the raids, there's pit, tank, and Sith raid, you have to be at 7 stars, which is max. Not a lot I want to do here because I don't want to take anyone to level 85 or start upgrading gear levels until we determine which path I'm going to take. Now, I think this is probably a good point to stop, and I'll ask you to, pick the path, vote, etc. We'll get into that in a minute. But I do think I want to go ahead and spend my fleet energy, faction packs, simply because, well, where do fleets unlock? Do we start at level 1? Yeah, we do. So I'd have to play through them. Still worth it because of earning this Y-Wing here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll just do this first battle and then sim it with all my energy. It's kind of a waste of that energy, but it will allow me to unlock some Y-Wing shards, which I want to get as many of those as possible. That right now. Let's go into a fight. And you know what? I have... Okay, yeah, so it unlocks several of these, of course, at level 80. Certain abilities. What am I going to use? Let's use Rebel simply because you get multiple... What the hell you want me to click? Okay. Let's go back. There we go. You get more rebel ships than you do anything else. So if we go over here, select rebel, and I've selected Admiral Akbar, who is the rebel fleet commander. If I take a look at him, you can see their tags. So he's light side, he's a capital ship, and he's a rebel. And then these are all their abilities and so forth. You can upgrade them if it allows you to, depending on your level and currency and so on and so forth. So we're going to use the Rebel Fleet Commander. We're going to use a Rebel Fleet. Let's clear it. And we have these 4 ships. I want Biggs because he's my tank. I want Wedge because he's my primary damage dealer, I think. I don't know where they are at low levels. And let's go with Ghost with Phantom 2 as the reinforcement. Okay. Vroom, vroom. Pew, pew. I should just blow through this because, oh yeah. And up here, we can finally switch it to different speeds. 1 is very slow. 2 is a little quicker. 4 is even quicker than that. I don't know if they're actually 1 and, well, I know 1, but 2 or 4 times the speed, but that's what they're called. Let's do my mass assist. Let's have Wedge blow up this guy with his special. Why not? Boom. 17,000. Wow. I don't use Rebels a whole lot. Well, I use Biggs and Wedge, the Millennium Falcon, and Cassian's ship on my, like, C-Team Rebels on my main account. But Phoenix I'm not a fan of, as I'm sure you know. So I haven't really used the Phoenix ships a lot, so I don't necessarily know their abilities by heart. Doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it. Deal physical damage to all enemies and deal 20% bonus damage for each Rebel ally. So we'll do 40% bonus damage. Wiped out that one. Got 1 X-Wing left. I think that's Poe. Let's go to basic. Oh, we missed. Oh, we can call in a reinforcement. So let's call in a Phantom 2. You get a reinforcement ability. Anytime you reinforce with ships, all you have to do is click on their name and it will tell you what it is. Phantom 2 gains stealth for 2 turns. Whoopee. So we'll bring them in. They'll get stealth. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 35% chance to grant all allies critical chance up for 2 turns. Why not? Hey, look at that, they all got it. Okay, I won. So there you go. I unlocked the fleet node, the first one. 3 stars means you can sim it going forward. Did not earn an I-Wing, which is sad, or Y-Wing, which is sad. This is the other crap that I earned. Okay, so now we can go back to the previous fleet node, and we can sim it here. I'm going to go with multi-sim, and depending on how much currency you have, you can choose how many times you want to sim it. I'm just going to use it all, because I want to get it out of the way so I can earn more. Boom. There we go. 3 Y-Wings. Not great. 3 for 20. But I know the drop rate is super low. I think 2%. They had a post on the forum about it earlier. Now I still have a whole bunch of energy, so we're just going to keep going. 7. Much better. So we're 1/8 of the way there. Do it again. 1. Okay. And then I should have a little bit left. 131. So we'll do 16. 6. So 17 out of 80 to unlock it. If I use a bunch of energy or maybe some refreshes, I might be able to unlock it by the time that's up. And I think I might do that. If we determine we want to go Rebels at all, I think it's very important to have the Y-Wing. Even at low stars at a lower level, I think it'll still be useful because it gains perks based on your faction and some other stuff. So I think it's probably a good idea. But that's good enough for now. I don't mind sitting on the other energies simply because oh, hey, there's Carl Weathers. Because I'm not getting anything special with it. And I mean, it would just be like I started the account a few days later. So anyway, that does it for now. We bought the Hyperdrive Bundle. Now's the time to determine how I want to proceed, what characters I want to farm, what teams I want to use. So definitely vote at the end of this video for who you think I should go with. If it's one of the 2 that I probably would be okay going with, then I will probably do whatever gets voted. But if you vote Phoenix, I'm probably not going to do it anyway. Vote however you want. So that does it for this. Stick around for the rest and we'll go from there. That'll do it for today, folks. Thanks everyone for tuning into the video. And if you want to have a hand in which path I take with the new account, head on over to the video description. You'll find the link to that poll in there. Currently, the prequel trilogy is winning by a few votes, so get on out, vote. I'll give it one more day. I'll give it until Tuesday the 26th before I cement with that path and decide that's the way we're going to go. So head on over, vote, and we'll get this thing started. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Check me out on Twitter at ManlyVanLee. You can throw me a buck or two on Patreon at patreon.com/BootuInc. And of course, you can email me at bootuinc@gmail.com.
Bootu Inc. Gaming. America #1.